For a very long time, friends, you have been asking that I restart my English podcast channel because I have not done a video here. And then, fortunately, I had the pleasure of inviting Sharmistha ji on a Hindi podcast. And in the comments below, I heard so many people requesting Sharmistha ji is covering such important topics about Bharat, about Indian economy, how in today's time a person should choose his business activity. And recently, we had this job report of Amazon has fired 30,000 people, Google has fired, Nestle has fired, what do you call it? Name the company. It has fired people. Lakhs of people in mid level to top level jobs have been fired because careers which were good careers are no longer good careers. And it immediately reminded me of the Hindi podcast I just did with Sharmistha ji, where she was saying that you have to be very careful in the careers you choose because the period of Bharat, and especially for citizens of Bharat, it will align with certain productive economic activities and it will be difficult in certain fields. So while I was going through, I thought it's a perfect opportunity for me to also restart the English channel and for you to have the benefit of Sharmistha ji's wisdom in English, as that is what a lot of you were commenting below and asking for. So thank you, Sharmistha ji, for joining, and let's do this in English now. Thank you so much. So
Namaste,
usually let
Jai
me
Shri Ram. Pleasure.
Jai Shri Ram. So let me start first. I'll come to how this is a very important period for Bharat. But because there is a lot of anxiety in the people with respect to rising cost of living and established existing careers becoming impossible to do, where big companies who are not in losses like Microsoft, Amazon are firing IT sector people. And generally, a person is fired when the company stops doing well. But these companies are doing very well. They're investing billions of dollars into AI, into robotics, but they're not willing to hire people. In the end of the day, people have to earn. So I was just wanting to start first with the people and the economy. So, what do you see as the challenges as well as the opportunities for people of Bharat?
Very good question. The very first question, where people will be benefited, that's for themselves. It's not for the nation politics, it's for their pocket. Yes. In coming time, it's just not 2026. I'll say 2026 as well 2027. So in coming 2.5 years, the main challenge will be sticking to job. So it doesn't matter, maybe you were in the one job for 15 years and you knew that I'm very comfortable everywhere. My boss knows me, everyone knows me, but this is not the era anymore. You don't have the upgraded skill, you will not be over here. Because right now, the one nakshatra, because I'll be talking about astrological things, because I'm not an analyst, I have no idea what's going on otherwise. So the Satabhisha is one nakshatra, which is a huge, huge star. Satabhisha, name is Sata, means 100. So obviously everyone will be understanding 100 stars. So it's a huge nakshatra, Satabhisha. And Rahu is Rahu's nakshatra. And Rahu is going to that very nakshatra of its own in November. And still it didn't happen yet, and still we can see that so many things are happening already started the impact. So when Rahu will be in Satabhisha from November for 6-7 months, and its impact will be prolonged for, you can say, the 10 months or so. So people will be losing, people will be losing job, because Satabhisha talks about very unique feature. It's like 100 people are there. So when 100 people are there, you will have to be unique. That means lots of competition. If you have to be among the 100 people, so it will have to be very, you will have to be unique to sustain it over there. So you need to have a unique skill. You need to be someone very unique in your work, very different in your work. And when Satabhisha 100 people are there, so you just cannot be dictator. You cannot be dictator at home, you cannot be dictator in office as well as a boss or whoever you are. So it's about democracy. So you need to be polite, you need to actually accept everyone's opinion. You will have to welcome everyone's opinion. You just cannot be dictator, you just cannot do your money anymore, your own thing anymore. So in coming time, first of all, for employed people, those who are already in job, they need to have upgraded knowledge. So it's not about just job. If you are having your own business, on that also you upgrade your machineries, you upgrade your system, you upgrade your code of conduct, everything will have to be upgraded. So you can be a teacher, how unique you are, how upgraded your skill, how unique you are, way of teaching, all these things will be mattered right now. Now coming to the Aam Janta, the general people, and how is they are going to be their economic condition and all. So in coming hour, Mangal Mahadasha of Bharat started. I'm talking about Bharat first, and then anywhere else. So in India, obviously, Mangal doesn't understand much about economy, much about money understanding. Mangal doesn't have. Mangal doesn't have means Mangal is a warrior. Mangal is like Kartikeya, who is the Senapati, who is the general of our devtas. So when you have someone who is yodha, who is warrior, who knows how to protect your land, who knows how to protect your boundaries, your people, your land, and everything, then obviously you are going to, you don't know how to work on the money matter. So right now what's going to happen, the how to be diplomatically, see, to be a good businessman you need to be very diplomatic, you need to be very sweet. So the sweetness, the diplomacy, all these things will be missing right now, and that's what it is going on. The more Trump is pushing, we are also saying that no, our pharma sector is our pharma sector, we are there to root for our farmers, our kisan. So we are, India is actually agricultural country, and we are not gonna say is bend in a inch on pharma sector, on dairy sector. So we are also getting that much of, we are getting very rigid. So this sort of rigidity, these are all these things all together, in coming time we will see that economically things are not going to be that good. So where your stock market is going, it is different, and what's the economical condition, the financial condition of a country is doing, that is very different. So I'll say economically India is going to slow down a bit in coming 1.5 years. It doesn't mean that we are going to have that sort of recession. Recession can come in US, recession can be in Europe, but in India we were going with a speed of 7.8% growth, which is nowhere in Asia. No other country is
Yes,
having that sort of growth.
especially of a country of our size, our growth is spectacular.
Yeah, fantastic growth. But now we'll slow down. Like we had 7.8%, we'll be perhaps 6.5%, 7%. So, as per our economic growth, our competition will be a bit slow down. That much it will happen. It's not that India is going to go to some patal lok, not at all, not at all possible. India is going to get slowed down because we you have become global. So if we are selling to some other countries, that country will also have to have the capacity to get your things. So when you are global, so your economy also depends on other countries as well. So Europe is going to be in huge economical depression in coming few years. America is already on that, but it's just not coming out of it. But they are already on that, and it started actually from last year. Still, it's taking time to reflect on Aam Janta. But just let 2026 have let us cross 2026 June July, then you will see that in US also it will be very very much visible. He will not be, Trump or anyone will not be able to hide it for long. So it will be reflecting. So as compared to the world, Indian economy is going to do very good, very good. All everyone will try to come to India. So Indian economy is going to do good, but it is not going to be better as what we were earlier. Indian currency, it is going to go down, because last time when Saturn was in Purva Bhadrapad, Saturn was retrograde in Purva Bhadrapad in 1966, when Indira Gandhi was she just became prime minister at that time, 1966. So in that year, our rupees went very down, but right now it's not going to be that down, but rupees is going to get down right now. Already it's down, maybe 1991 rupees, that much it will go down. And then in 2026 ending or 2027, it will again recover and will go up. So in every other way, a weak economy, I mean, trading, then weak currency, all this together, India is going to have a bit of bump here and there, but not that much. Yes, one thing will be troubling for Aam Janta, this for very, very general class people, that is going to be middle class people, you can say poor people as well. The food crisis will be. A food crisis means the not exactly food crisis, also this is a wrong word. The prices for the price for the main basic foods, pulses, dal, chawal, all these are going to go high, because not because our economy, because we are going to have in 2026 lots of natural calamities. Ab kahi bhukamp ho, or whether you call it some flooding or tsunami, this, that, no idea. But
But
the
then people must be getting scared because when you say that India is slowing down, people are already in a very difficult spot in the sense that everything has become more expensive. If you have to buy a house, because I meet so many young lawyers who come from all across the country because Delhi having the Supreme Court and as well as one of the most prestigious high courts in the country, people come from all across the state of the country, and anybody who used to buy a first time house used to earlier buy it in NCR, Gurgaon, Noida. Now you can't buy a house within 100 kilometers of Delhi. And same Mumbai is the same problem. But the problem has become way worse, way, way worse. People just can't buy a house. You can't do even 1.5 hour journey to reach the High Court from either Noida. Gurgaon is impossible now because of traffic. And that crisis, with which what you suggest, because we'll come to the Mars aspect of Mangal Mahadasha and what will be the geopolitical impact and all the other impacts of national security, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, etc. But even a slowdown, and you are saying inflation on basic food inflation, that looks like a very turbulent time, difficult time is ahead.
I feel raining and the weather trouble is going to be huge. So because of that, next year, agriculture is not going to be as we will expect. So because of that, the basic food, um, costing of basic food is going to be go high, and this is not in anyone's hand. It is not in your hand, it's not in my hand, it's not in even comments hand. So if any tsunami or anything is coming, anything, flooding, earthquake, tsunami, whatever, and we are not going to have the agricultural boost the way we thought of, then what someone can do. So yeah, reserve should be there, and I'm sure we have the reserve and all. But then because of the natural calamities, agriculture is going to get a bit of setback in 2026. That's for sure.
You think that is going to be an organic setback, or because I have recall you saying that we are entering into an era of war, Operation Sindoor and other things are not like finally over? Do you think it is all these problems will arise because of Mars and wars? If you may go into the Mangal Madasha, because then I would want to come back to this later. Because is this slowdown or crisis in food coming through organic reasons, or is it going to come because of certain strategic decisions India takes, whether it be on POK, whether it be the Bangladesh problem, which is increasingly becoming a problem? So if we can come on the national security aspect and then come back here, I think that will be more enlightening for the people. So do you, what is the feel or sense you get on this? Because you are one of the few people who predicted that there would be a big trouble in the north, there could be a big terror attack in the north, and then India will take some action, and all that came true. So how do you see that Mangal Mahadasha? What are the years and how it will play out in the region, not only in India but the entire region?
This is going to be actually organic. Yeah, everything will actually add up, a bit of everything will get add up. But first it will be organic. The natural calamities, we cannot control this one. Like COVID came, we had nothing to do on that. It came and the entire world actually went through all these things. So the natural calamity in India is going to get a little bit of here and there, the things are going to be get messed up a bit. But yes, then war thing is also going to be there, and because of that, everything, a bit of trade trouble, a bit of war, a bit of rupees going down, a bit of the natural calamity, agro sector is not agro commodity is going to go high, because when supply chain, when supply is less, and demand is more, so obviously agro commodity sector is going to go up next year. That's for 100%. Those who are actually trading in agro commodity, they will be like, chalo bahut badhiya. So everything little bit is going to get add on. So that's how it will be. And Mangal Mahadasha has three major traits. Every country going through Mangal Mahadasha will be having different things, but Mangal Mahadasha has three major traits. Actually, in Hindi video, we elaboratively talk on that issue first. That Mangal
Yes.
Mahadasha, as per my research, I have seen for many countries, for Israel, I have seen Israel has actually tagged their country in 1951, I think 1951, when their Mangal period was going on, not exactly Mangal Mahadasha, but some major Mangal period was going on, Antardasha, Sabdasha. At that time, they said that we are making a policy. The policy is called the law of return, policy of return. Policy of return means if you are a Jew, you can be from any country. You can be the citizen of Africa, you can be the citizen of China, anywhere, but you need to be a Jew. If you are a Jew, you can come. You can come to Israel, and this is your land. Like we say that for Hindus there should be a land for Hindus, there should be a country for Hindus. There are so many countries for so many religion, but there is not a single country for Hindu religion. So for Hindus there should be a land. So that's how I feel that India is going to get marked as like Hindu country, like we have seen right now. It's already started working. Our government said earlier that till 2014 to 2009, then 2014, now it's saying that till 2019 whoever came, but Hindu, you will have to be Hindu. You came over here and you want to take shelter over here, whatever the reason it was, you want to come here, you're welcome. Maybe you will be getting the papers later, but no one is going to, you know, take you away from here. So no one is going to do anything. You just can stay over here. So see how slowly, 11th September 2025, our Mangal Mahadasha started. And I think on 9th September, yeah, 9th September, our Home Minister, he declared that, okay, we are extending the timeline and it's now till 2019. Ab kya pata baad mein kya ho? Then they will say that it doesn't matter when you are coming. You will have to be the Hindu one. Just the way Israel actually tagged their country when their Mangal period was going on as the land of Jews, and the policy name was the policy of return. There's such a good policy name. So then I have seen with Russia, when Russia was going through Mangal Mahadra, there was whole 7 years period. At that time, that was the time, 2000, 2000, yeah, 2000, the year 2000, when Putin became president for the first time. So that was the time Mangal Mahadasha just started and he became president. The first thing he did, he declared the war against Chechnya. That is called Second Chechen War, and he took back the Chechnya, which was not under Russia. It was under USSR, but it was not under Russia. And he took back the bhumi, the land. It was actually under USSR. So see how he got back his land, how he marked that, yeah, this is our land as well. Now coming back to, so war, that was Second Chechen War. He did a bit of war. He fought, Russia fought, and then the reclaiming of the land. So these two things are very, very common. Now, if you go back to China, in 1962, China was going through their Mars period for 7 years, and they took our land. It's a huge land, 38,000 square kilometer land. It's as big as maybe Israel. So such a big, I mean, one country they have taken from us. So they fought with India and they claimed a land which was falsely they have, but they have got it right. It's under them now. So again, they gained the land property, they gained the land, and they fought. Now going back to, you can say, US. US was going through, last time US was going through Mangal Mahadasha. It was the time when Obama was president, and Obama was the one who has sent maximum people to various countries. Their army, their army is called privates. So
No, they have
so
a own
they,
private military, private military,
yeah.
and
So this, he kept on sending all his boys to various countries to keep on fighting. So you can see whenever there is Mangal Tam, there's fighting. I mean, you can say war is very, very common. Obama is the one who has fought directly, indirectly, maximum war. I think in 10 years he fought 8 or 9 wars.
no,
Highest.
interestingly, Obama, even though he got a Nobel Peace Prize, he is the president who has dropped the maximum number of bombs in the American history. He went all across the world dropping bombs, and which is very surprising because they said Republicans have a party which is very deep with the defense contractors, military, etc. But Obama did the maximum amount of warmongering and war in the world, which is, as you were saying, a very strange thing coming from the political party he came and still did it. That is maybe in the stars or whatever they had to do. But what I found very interesting, Shashajin, what you are saying is that CA thing, which Hindu, Sikh, Jain, Buddhist, etc., everybody is coming back. How the date time has been extended, and time, once you have done one extension, I am very sure they will make it up to date and do another extension, whatever they have to do. But the other part of the CA was Shaheen Bagh happened, the violent protests which happened. So do you see the one part of the CA coming into, and I read a lot of TV debates on that, educated people, that it is not going to result in anybody being thrown out of India. It's just a homeland for people to come back to India who are minorities in Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. But still, there was a lot of violence on the street. So, do you see the second aspect of people coming back, the violence from within India? Do you see the risk of that also increasing?
Very good question. Yes, I will say Ladakh is not the first and last one. It's not just because of CAA, like last time it was Shaheen Bagh.
Hmm.
So it doesn't have to be the same reason. It can be
Hmm.
various reason. But then raising voice against the authority is government over here. So
Hmm.
raising voice against authority is going to be very common in coming 7 years, especially in coming 3 4 years. It's going to be very common. This is another trait of actually Mars is very vocal. So when our Mangal Mahadasha started, we started being very vocal, we started being stubborn, we started learning how to say no. So we are saying no, we will not go to Malaysia, Indonesia, Malaysia, I think, where that summit happened, right? Modi ji attended it via video calling.
Gaza summit, the Gaza summit you're talking about, which summit where the US president was saying that I solved the
No, I'm talking
Israel.
that where Modi ji had to attend it, and he attended it via video calling. He didn't go over there. I think Malaysia, Indonesia, either of them. I think Malaysia. So he didn't go. He said that no, I'll know. I thought of going over there, but I changed my mind, and I'm not gonna go. So he started saying no. Our government started saying no. Our government said that no, we didn't get any call from Trump, and our government also saying no, because whenever Trump is calling or any authority is calling, if we don't feel like picking up the call, so we are not picking up the call. So that's how we are right now. So this Ladakh incident is not the last one, because Mangal is not diplomatic, as I say. पहलवान diplomatic नहीं होता है. You will not get a bodybuilder who is having a very minute way of thinking process. They don't have. Bodybuilders don't have. The one who is having this strength, this one goes completely empty. So when someone is going to have actually a kind of more strength, bodily strength, like Mangal is aggressive, Mars is aggressive. Mars is very much aggressive. Mars is very much vocal. And when Mars is vocal, Mars is aggressive. How it's going to happen? It's going to make people, you know, going against the government authority. People will be on road. People will be raising their voice for maybe it's for the right cause, maybe it's for the wrong cause, but they will be on road and they will be raising the voice. But I'm very very sure, because if India is going through Mangal Mahadasha, then Modi ji is also going through Mangal time. And Modi ji, he's the head of the country, and he is a core Martian person. Why? Because his Rashi is Vrishchik, which is Mangal Rashi. His Lagna is Vrishchik, that is again Mangal, and his Mangal is sitting on the Mangal sign. So he is altogether Martian person. So you just cannot ban him so easily. So I don't think that there will be lots of trouble. People will be on road, people will be raising voice, just like Ladakh, these that. And in southeast Northeast India, it is going to be a lot, because in whether it's Manipur, Assam, I think again December onwards something will start in with Assam again, West Bengal, and various Uttarakhand, various states are there. I have checked, I'm still checking. It's very very hard to minutely finding every other longitude and how the longitude is for every other rashi. A very tough job. So these
That's
are
why
the
we
few.
have you. That's why we have you to come and explain after doing the tough
Thank
job,
you.
after doing the tough
Thank you
study.
very much. Thank you very much. So, what I feel, these are the, and many other cities perhaps. So, these are the areas where people will be on road and people will be raising their voice for various reasons. But government will actually control them very very nicely, because Mangal is the one. Mangal has a different strategic administrative quality. Mangal is not for administration, but Mangal has different administrative qualities, like very much assertiveness. Yes, whatever I said, it will have to be like, it's like steam ruler. So I don't think anything is going to be there. And also I feel our home minister next year, Mangal is for, forget about all this thing, your CA thing, I'm coming back. Mangal is for Bhumi. And if I
Mangal is
say
for
I'm protect
Bhumi.
Bhumi, land. I think this much Hindi everyone knows. This is a
Yeah,
Sanskrit
yeah.
word. Bhumi. So Mangal is for Bhumi. Mangal, Bhumi Karak. Mangal is the significator of land, and Mangal is the son of Bhumi. Mangal is the son of, you can say, Bhumi Putra. That means the son of this Dharti Mata, and something like this. So now, if I say I am protecting my property, my land, what does it mean? I am keeping it clean. That means I am not letting everyone coming in. I am keeping it protected. I am keeping it clean. That means more people will be thrown out from here. If you don't belong to my house, I'll not keep you inside, because I want to keep it clean. I want to keep it protected. That's what Mangal does. It's Bhumikara. So in coming 2026, you will see that, my God, our home ministry is going to get, I mean, our government is going to be very, very strict, and more people will have to show the kagaj dikhana padega. There is no option in
The
2026. I can
entire
bet on
narrative.
this.
And I find this entire narrative of Kagas nahi dikhayenge and people boldly coming out and proclaiming that and feeling that the majority of the country, irrespective of your religion or your caste or whatever divides, everybody knows that you have to show documents. If you are the owner of a house, you have to show documents. If you are the citizen of the country, you have to show documents. I think they understood that the government is moving towards throwing out illegal immigrants outside, so they made this entire cry of we will not show documents. How can you have right of anything without showing basic documents anywhere in the world? Tell me one country where you can go and say this is my property without showing documents, or you can say I'm a citizen. Even if you have to travel, you have to show a passport, a document, a visa document. You can't leave the country without document. You can't come in the country without document, except illegally or by doing a crime. It's a very simple proposition of law. Very very simple. You have to come legally. You have to leave legally.
True, but it doesn't matter. Now they will have the action, because till now the action, we didn't see much of action. We have seen that SIR started working in Bihar, then
Mm.
many cities, it will states it will cover, and that is going to happen. I mean, Mangal, this much thing Mangal is going to do. That's for 100% sure. See how the land was marked just for the Jews. I mean, it could be done in any time, but it happened in 1950, 51. I think 1951, when they were going to measure a good Mars period, and they say this is the law of return. Naam hi rakha, law of return, and almost 3 million family 3 million family, they went to Israel from various countries, and they have taken their citizenry, their house, their property, to be whatever they have. I mean, they started living over there. From whole world, 3 million plus families, I mean people, they went back to Israel. So similarly, we will be doing all these things over here, because our Mars is not just Mars. Our Mars is in Ardra Nakshatra, and Ardra Nakshatra is all about being very furious. Ardra Nakshatra, the Devata, the deity. The god of Ardha Nakshatra is Rudra, and Rudra is a very furious god. He's not a diplomatic god like Ram, Krishna, or Ganesh ji. He's not Soma Devta, not modest one. It's a very furious, fierce one. So when Mangal is in one nakshatra, which is for fierce, I mean, which is for Rudra, it's not going to be so easy for anyone. Whatever it is, it will get executed as well. So in that process, obviously we will be losing our diplomacy, we will be upsetting many things, we will be messing up few things for sure, because Mangal is a bit distractive as well. Mangal thinks less and walk more, action, more action and less of strategy thinking. So this sort of thing will happen.
See, my mind when you're speaking is going into a very different direction, where because we
Hmm.
generally talk about return to Bharat in the context of Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Pakistan. But what's happening globally? In the sense, Trump started with canceling H-1B visa, making it difficult. Now he's just made a statement that there will be no automatic renewal of work visas. To UK, there was just news that Indian origin people, even if they're citizens there, are being targeted. A lady, a 20-year-old girl student, was brutally assaulted just for being an Indian, and the police is saying it's a racially motivated crime. And then there are other cases coming out. So we generally talk about return to Bharat only in the context of our neighborhood. But is do you feel this return to Bharat could also be from places like Canada, US, UK, a more global phenomena? Some place because of work visa, and some place because of targeting of Indians who are finding it difficult to live there, or inbuilt job crisis which they are creating there by not allowing you to have work visas, etc. Which is work visa is just something decided 2 days ago.
Yes, this is also going to be one more. It's a very good aspect you thought about that. Yeah, there can be one way that yes, we want to be in India. We want to take the citizenship of India. We want to take the shelter of India. And one more thing is that we are already Indian, and we have to come back to India. There is no other option. That's what we are actually talking
That's
about.
what
This
I'm
can
saying.
also
Then
be.
you are not having, if you are not giving H-1B visa to somebody who studied there, or you are saying that you are not going to renew work visas, which was automatic. Once you got work visa, they are saying it was automatic almost. So you're not going to give work visas, and then they are going to target people based on the color of your skin. So then that becomes a very different event which nobody had predicted, because generally you had thought these countries are stable countries, no, Canada, US, etc., stable countries with stable policies. Trump has just come and said these 10 years stable policy. Some people are being forced to come back after 30 years also to India. So there is a forced
Hmm.
element. That's why I said this is beyond the region, but it could have a global impact also. If that's in the stars, or that's in the, that is a much wider, very different category of people coming back for a very different reason. But net
Reason.
result is we're coming back.
Yeah, they're coming back. This is happening, but I think this whatever Trump is doing now, let's go back to Trump, because whatever it is, Trump is the one who is taking the decision, all these things. But I said even in the video that Trump will not be able to, whatever he is doing right now. Today he's saying 200%, the next morning he's saying 300%, the next morning he's saying no 50%. So he's not sticking to his own words, and he got so much, he doesn't know now what to do, because he got so much of ego issue right now, and people are not everyone is getting banned by his own words. Like Modi ji is not getting banned, it's making him more furious, and he doesn't know what to do. Okay, fine, forget it. But November onwards, like November, it's just on the corner. November is starting in few days. So in
In a day.
from November,
Okay,
yeah,
almost.
in a day, yeah, because this is 30th, so in a day. So when he's when 2025, November 2025 to November 2026, this 1 year is going to be so harsh on him, his health wise, his policy wise, his total wastage. Whatever he will be saying, whatever he will be doing, whatever will be his strategy, whatever, even his health, everything, this is going to be total. Even his actually his Saturn is sitting in the Cancer sign, and Jupiter is going to the Cancer sign. When Saturn and Cancer, I mean, sorry, Saturn and Jupiter, they cross each other, would be with each other most of the time, not everyone, for everyone, they become very legal pro. And those people have this combination in a good house like Kendra, Trikon, something like this. So we say that these are the people for legal things, like can be a judge, can be a good lawyer, I mean legal profession. So when that will happen, his upapadlavna, Hindu, blah blah, all these things are there. So he is going to go through a very very pressure time. So some legal issue can also come on him. So for president there is nothing as such legal issues, can be impeachment, or if not impeachment, that sort of, you know, intense stress situation he is going to get faced. So people will be opposing him in his own country, so he is not going to stick to all these policies. See, few days back, 2 days back, what happened? Sorry, people said that his own MPs, his own ministers,
Mhm.
sorry, they have voted against him.
To reduce that. No, that is, in fact, in US, there is a term they have coined for him called taco, not the taco you eat, but it is Trump always comes back or, goes back or something. So they are calling him a taco president, right? So that sort of a thing is already evident in which one day he says something, then he has to come back from it. So
So he take
you believe
U-turn.
that?
That's what I was saying. Yeah, he will take U-turn. He will have to take U-turn. Sorry about the how come maybe one or two things he will be taking his own way, but he will have to take U-turn. There is no other option
The
to
word
him.
is I was if I just went on Google. I said taco. I was being nice to him. They are saying the word for it is Trump always chickens out. Taco. So he
He
says something
chickens
very big, and because he is Mexican and also the taco thing, they're saying taco is on him. Trump always chickens out. He will say something very big and then take it back.
So he will take U-turns. No, I mean, no doubt on that. And that's what is coming. I think November, December, or I think November, December, he can actually have some good negotiation with India about this tariff, or if not November, December, then around February, March, either of this. Within March, everything is going to get settled. That's what I feel. So I'm not thinking much on that. Yeah, race wise, like in Australia, once all the Sardarji they were getting bullied, so these sort of thing will keep on going. We just cannot do anything on that.
Because when we are talking about Mars, what becomes, you were saying Bhumi. So,
Hmm.
Bhumi wise, India has two areas of concern. One is to get back POK, the other is, if we can, to get back from China, the area, and the third is Bangladesh. And this
Hmm.
third has recently started because the Bangladesh regime now openly is talking about and was trying to threaten India that they can cut off access, that they are not pro India, their policies, and how they have committed atrocities on Hindus who were in Bangladesh after this regime change. So, which part or what do you think with this territory, whether it be broadening the chicken's neck, getting some part of Bangladesh, which we should have in 1971? I don't know why we did not, or at least we know, a lot of people have explained that why India did not keep a part for strategic defense when we are creating a country. We could have at least ensured that our strategic objectives are met, which is what the Britishers did when they divided everything. They kept their strategic objectives in mind, even though Britain has no longer a power also in the world stage. So, what do you think about this POK or Bangladesh or China issue in this period, Mangal Mahadasha of Bharat?
I feel the right now Mangal Mahadasha war oriented, but how the how the war we are going to face and how we are going to fight the war, this, I mean, this way of fighting, that is actually right now Jupiter is a very very big planet, everyone knows. So Jupiter Brihaspati, that is overstaying in Punarvasu nakshatra. Punarvasu is Jupiter's nakshatra, and it is overstaying in Jupiter's nakshatra, Punarvasu, for 10 months. And in last 200 to 50 years, I don't think it happened ever for the first time in last 200 or 250. Beyond that, I didn't even search. I don't know how to search, and even if I find it out at that time what happened, who knows. So I didn't care for it. So in last 200 years, it never happened that Jupiter overstayed. Actually Jupiter stays in one nakshatra for 2.5 or 3 months maximum, but it's 10 months. See how long. So overstaying in Punarvasu nakshatra, that says something different. Punarvasu says, Punarvasu, how is Punarvasu and how, I mean, what's the operation of Punarvasu that you will understand if I give a little bit of clue.
Hmm.
Punarvasu was the nakshatra of Prabhu Ram. And if you look at his life, Sri Ram, he was a god, avatar hai, Vishnu ke avatar, he is a Vishnu avatar, but he had he had to have the support of Vanar Sena, right?
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
and if you read the Ramayana, you will see that Prabhu Ram, he actually got united with all sorts of people, whether it's Kevat, whether it's Jatayu, anyone, even Vanar Sena, all group of people in the society. Though he was a Kshatriya prince, but he got mingled around with various sorts of people of the society without saying that, hey, I'm god, or without feeling that, I'm a prince, or I'll be a king. So he had to have the support of other people. So this is the time to get support. See, well, he had the support of Bibhishan, he had the support of full Banar Sena, Hanumanji, and without Hanumanji, what would happen to Lakshman when he lost the sense? So he had to have the sort of support. So Afghanistan can be Vibhishan for us.
Hmm. Where in Afghanistan, I must add just something happened today or yesterday. The port in Charger port in Iran, which India
Hmm.
is operating, which allows India to bypass Pakistan. I'll put the screenshot also. It's very interesting. This port, which allows India to bypass Pakistan completely and go to Afghanistan, US had put sanctions and was saying it will not give a waiver to India. And just yesterday, they have decided India can be here. They are giving a waiver. It's not going to be part of the sanctions on Iran. So very interesting how what you are saying is just something which happened last 2 days, that India has a complete route to Afghanistan, and it is closer. Nitin Gadkari ji had just said this is closer from Gujarat to Chabar port is closer than Delhi to Mumbai, and we are completely bypassing Pakistan. We can send troops. We are sending wheat and pulses right now to Afghanistan. But if you can send wheat and pulses, you can send weapons, armaments, etc.
Everything,
Everything, right? So what
everything.
you're saying exactly in real time, we
No,
are
no.
going in that direction.
Story doesn't end here. Now, what's the symbol of Punarvasu Nakshatra? Bow and arrow.
Mm.
Tirdhanush. Bow and arrow means if you throw a bomb, okay, so it can actually destroy the entire area. But if you actually go for bow and arrow, so it's very specific. See
That's
how
right.
we did in perhaps few days back, how we did in on Rohingyas. It's very specific. We have all the militant camps we try to destroy. Very specific we are doing, and we will be. It's time to collaborate. It's time for coalition. So Bihar election, we are going for coalition. For Tamil Nadu, if you have to win Tamil Nadu election, you will have to go for coalition. If you go with the coalition government
Because
supportive, then you will be.
you are talking about Bihar. So let's how do you see, because Bihar is a big topic in everybody's mind. Two
No,
very strong coalition. Last time was very very close, and this time what do you see? Nitish Kumar, NDA, even though NDA has not officially declared him as the chief ministerial candidate. Other side, Tejasvi Yadav, Mahagathbandhan. What do you see? Because it's a very important election, Bihar. What do you see? What is your sense of Bihar?
no, definitely, because it's again, as I said, now the Punarvasu flavor is going on. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Perhaps BJP could win it alone, but I'll say it's NDA. The more you will be with coalition, with supportive people, you are ensuring your win. So obviously, NDA, that means BJP and Nitish Kumar, all these things, they are going to win, and perhaps Nitish Kumar is going to be the CM again. So how long lasting Nitish Kumar is going to be, that's a question. I think 2027 onwards, some trouble he perhaps can do, or his health, I have no idea, but something will happen. But for the time being, he is going, I mean, BJP and Nitish Kumar is going to win for sure. Again, coalition in Assam, if you have some regional party and these that, BJP all together, you are protesting, definitely you are going to win the election. In Tamil Nadu, if you have the support of other parties, a coalition, you are going to, I mean, in Tamil Nadu, can you imagine where BJP, it's a dream for BJP. So, and same thing with West Bengal as well. So
West
some
Bengal is an
coalitions.
even bigger dream because most people do not think BJP has a. Tamil Nadu BJP is not a player. So if BJP wins, it will win in an alliance, but it will be a small player. Whereas West Bengal, even if an alliance, BJP will be a very big player if it wins.
True.
But that looks very difficult for BJP to pull off.
Since last year when I said that, let the August come in 2024, I tweeted that let August come, you will see that people are actually coming on road against Mamta Banerjee. So people say ye to har baar bolte hai ye sab cheezein, nothing happens against Mamta, she is very strong, this that, but then suddenly Arjikar happened and people started coming on road and people said, oh god, ma'am, it's correct. Then everyone said that now the way she is actually behaving, the law and order system in Bengal, now it's going to president rule is going to be there. I said no, she has still time, she is not going to go anywhere so soon. Let 2025 July August come, from then onwards again her condition will be bad. So right now I think SIR is making her exhausted more and more and more. So at the end of this year or starting of next year, I think presidential rule or something like this will happen, and finally she will wrap up for forever. I mean, that is going to be the end of her political career as well. It's not that, see, losing one thing and ending the political career is different thing. BJP also lost many times earlier, right? So
BJP is
that
not a family party, so BJP loses, it does not end the career of BJP. Somebody else will come. People did not like A person, people will like B person. But with family parties, the risk is also more that if you
true,
lose election, it becomes very difficult to remain as a party. Very, very difficult to
true,
remain as a party. If you Haryana, Punjab, the parties which were there for Chotala family or the Badal family, somehow Aam Aadmi Party has come, Congress is still there in Haryana, BJP has come, Congress is there. So family parties, if you lose 2, 3 elections, becomes very difficult for a family party
true,
to go on. So that
true.
context is there. But that would be so. But when you're talking politics, let's come back to the Indian context. What do you see in the Indian context? Prime Minister Modi uh, being the Prime Minister in 29, or do you think there's going to be some change, or somebody new is coming, or some other political party can Congress win, or the Congress
No,
alliance can win? What is your sense of 2029?
BJP is here to stay for next 15 to 17 years. So you can say that, Modi ji keeps on saying 2047, 2047. So I think even 2047, BJP is going to be in the rule. So who is going to be the prime minister, president? We have no idea. But till 2047, it's going to be BJP, NDA government, BJP. Even in next election, if it's in 2028 or 2029, it can be again NDA. So mostly, I mean, majority BJP. So BJP is here to stay for long time, 2047. So obviously, in next election, no one else is going to be there. Now the question is whether it's going to be Modi ji or someone else, even in BJP. I feel it's Modi ji. Modi ji is not going to go anywhere, anywhere. And only 2027 is a very tough period for him. Only I feel in that also, if he is going to go through some major health issues, because his small Ketu period will come at that time, and he's not young enough, he's old, and I have never heard anywhere in any news channel, any news portal, that he's having some health issues. Even he is having fever, I have never heard. How he is maintaining it, I have no idea. At this age, I keep on having so many things. Kabhi headache at that time, sometimes eye pain, sometimes headache, sometimes these, that, so many things. So he's obviously he's blessed, and he has this focus of work, that no determination of work. So I'm sure he's having lots of issues, but he is just not giving that much of thought to all these problems. He's very much focused on his work, task oriented person he is, and that's what is Mars all about, task oriented action. So I don't think he's going to go anywhere so soon.
Because no, because what you said something is also I would very strongly feel that people get tired. Oh, I have pressure. I am tired. I am aging, and people nowadays in their 30s start saying, oh, we are aging in the 35, are saying to forget the politics part, to see somebody on public platform working like that non-stop, having and you are the center of all attention. See, a normal human being is not having a camera on him throughout the day. He is not having that tension of making a mistake with the mistake being public. So the pressures are way more if you are on a public platform, as anybody would know if he's speaking on a public platform. Still to perform and never crib about your health or your energy levels and always to be ready, that is something which every individual should learn, no matter whether you like BJP, you do not like BJP, whatever your political persuasion is. That work ethic, I think, is commendable. But when we're talking politics, there are a lot of people who see Yogi Adityanath ji's chart, or they believe that his political sense, that he could be a very big player in 29, or Amit Shah ji, or Devendra Fadnavis, a lot of personalities. But comparing Pradhan Mantri Modi with them, you think Pradhan Mantri Modi's destiny or chart is still stronger than all of them, that he will be the one in foreseeable future to remain the prime minister?
Obviously, he, if you ask about the strength or capabilities of his chart, so you can understand he has never lost any election till now so far. So 15 years perhaps in Gujarat, and over here 11 years. So more than half of his life he is just in administration, and he's on some different level. Every time he is doing something better than what he has done earlier. And the stress level, oh my god, I thought that the most stress level, if I would be in his condition, or any normal person, forget about me, that when Trump, every few days, when Trump keeps on tweeting, I six fighter jets were dropping, and it was getting sabotaged, and I was the one who actually saved everything. Otherwise there was been nuclear, these, that, so many things. When he says, oh my god, you feel like screaming, and how he controls and keeps on, oh my god, this is unbelievable. At his age, I cannot think about it. Now coming back to your question, yes, Yogi ji is obviously, Yogi ji's administration qualities is very good, and his horoscope says also that. But I predicted it long back, in 2020, end of 2025, I mean the time right now going on, or end of 2027. That will be the timeline when Yogi ji could come to center. So only one part, when 2027 comes, then I feel that Modi ji can go through a troubled time because of his health, and this is coalition government, so many things are there. But one thing is for sure, if you Modi ji, if at all, though I think 5% chances there, not 100%, not even 20%, 5% chances there for Modi ji leaving the post of PM. If at all it happens, chicken neck and POK, he will settle down these two, and then he will go. Before that, he is not going to. वो धमाका करके ही जाएंगे. That is my
Either a
guarantee.
big, big bang, POK, and chicken's neck, either of the two is a very, very important thing for Bharat's security over the next century. But you think
Century.
that would be his, that is actually, if you see on his performance level, that's probably the only thing left for him to achieve as a prime minister, where you get some our country back from a foreign nation. Except that, I think he's probably achieved. There is no end to achievement. Daily you have to work. Daily you have to do things. But at a level of a prime minister for 11 years, probably that's the only thing left which you would want to accomplish, to go down in history as the greatest prime minister without any dispute.
But he's destined to. He's the Mars man. See, this Mars Mahadasha of Bhumi claiming back, getting back the Bhumi. Just like, I forgot to actually mention, which we talked about in Hindi video, that when China was going through the Rahu Saab period in 1997, they got back Hong Kong from UK. They got it back. See how automatically it comes. He didn't have to fight, he didn't have to do anything. And then finally, maybe the long talk was going on behind it, but then easily they got it back, their land, because Hong Kong was under them earlier, and they got it back. So definitely this Mars Mahadasha, there could be some different prime minister, there could be some different party, different thing, but it's that Martian man, Modi ji, who got this Mars Mahadasha, which is for getting back our Bhumikand. So we are going to get Bhumikand back. And when Pakistan actually lost Pakistan lost Bangladesh in 1971 when they were going through some Ketu period. The similarly, in next 1.5 years, they are going to have, I mean, from 2026, they are going to have the Venus Ketu period. So definitely they are going to lose again. They are one part of, I mean, it's not there, it's ours, but we are going to get back. That's what I'm saying. POK is not
Yeah.
there. It's our thing.
It's
It's
in
our
their
thing.
occupation. It's in their
Yes, and
occupation.
also we they ये क्या उनका नाम है, what's his name, Shahbaz Sharif.
Hmm.
He is going to go now. His time is almost up, so he will also, he is going to go now. And one more thing, actually, we talked about in your Hindi video, which already came through. You know which one? We talked, you said that in and this Mangal Mahadasha, what are the things going to go be better and all. So I said that Mangal is technical nakshatra. So maybe our other things are going to go a bit here and there, but technically we are going to do good. Mangal is for electronics, semiconductor, and telecom. So we'll be doing good in, I said, automobile. I said we'll be doing good in aviation. I said in aviation, for small distance, we are going to have aviation support, good infrastructure in aviation, it will be happening. And now see, 2 days back, just 2 days back, what happened, that Russia and our HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, they had the MOU that for low cost airlines now in India,
Fully
production is
passenger
starting
they are
for,
making in India. Yeah, yeah. Fully
yeah,
passenger aircraft they are making in India.
and
Yes.
and small distance, for small distance, it's like
Uh,
ATR sort of, I don't know what sort of things they will be making, so ATR
3,000,
sort of things.
3,500 miles, which is basically you can go from one part of the India to another part of India. Effectively, you can cover the entire country from one airport to the other airport, broadly speaking. But yes, that's a big leap, and your dependency on buying Boeing or Airbus or everything that gets over. We have to become more and more manufacturing in India from start inception to completion. That is the test. If you have to go for even one component outside India, then you're not self-reliant. You're only self-reliant when you, from conception to design to execution, everything happens within Bharat.
So that's how it is. We talked about it, I think 10 12 15 days, or maybe less than
15,
15 days.
15 days ago.
Yeah, and it happened just in time. See how now next year onwards, and Mangal Mahadasha is for 7 years. Now
Hmm.
lot to come. So Modi ji is not going to go anywhere. If at all in 2027 he's going, then Yogi ji can come. But I seriously, I'm telling you, it's not that I don't like Yogi ji. I like Yogi ji. He is for Hindutva. He's a good administrator, very strict administrator actually. So I like Yogi ji, but it's not my liking. It's about his product. It's about his destiny. I don't see him becoming Pradhan Mantri so soon. So that's the main trouble.
No, but you have to call it as you see it. It's not
Yeah,
about.
many people wrote in comment section in the Hindi video that she doesn't like Yogi ji. See how her face is changed, his face expression changes. No, no, I like Yogi ji. I want someone to be that strict.
In
So
India,
whatever.
what happens is we very unfortunately start ascribing likes and dislikes to our sense of judgment. So if your sense of judgment, your sense of knowledge, or your knowledge and your sense of judgment says this is more likely to happen, the chances of this happening are more, the probability is more. It's not about likes and dislikes for anybody. It's about how, like, if sometimes I talk about something in a case that, okay, this is more likely, that's not about uh, your personal preferences. That is what the likelihood is, because that is what the law is. Or you talk about likes. So yeah, it's not about likes and dislikes, it's about how you see it. And you, as per, and I remember in Hindi podcast you were very clear in saying that to you the strongest chart or destiny is for the prime minister only, and it is likely to continue. So that's there. Yes,
Ji,
yes, 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 yes,
true.
yes. So, but my last question, which I will take, because is that in Indian context, because I wanted to come back to the common man, the economy aspects. There are a lot of our stock market, which you were saying is not a symbol of economy. I agree fully, because I think our stock market has just become, with private banks convincing people to keep investing in mutual funds. Everybody is just putting money. It's not like earlier time when people used to decide to buy a share. public used to decide. Nowadays, mutual funds make the decision, and they have thousands and thousands of crore because everybody is paying 2,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 there. So share market, stock market, whatever, it's a very different category. But for an ordinary person, what are the industries you think for somebody who's joining workforce or somebody who is now out of job in his mid 30s, mid 40s? Because you cannot be complacent. We have seen, I listed out, I made a Instagram reel listing out so many companies who have thrown out mid-level, senior level management who thought they would never have to go, they will retire from the company. So what are the industries or professions, whether job or business, which you think are more likely to succeed in the next 5 years and which are going to be difficult in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years will be for, obviously we are going to go for lots of war. So defense sector, many defense startups are going to be there. Electronic, semiconductor, defense sector. For next 1.5 year, agriculture sector is also going to do good in that way. And shipping corporation, shipping, not shipping corporation is a company name, but I'm talking about shipping ports.
Maritime, basically,
Yeah,
maritime industry.
yeah, shipping and ports, they are going to do really well. And yeah, manufacturing, power, because Mangal is all about energy. Mangal is about power, renewable energy. That is going to, because Punarvasu, Jupiter is such a huge planet. Oh my God! And Jupiter is having lots of gravity, huge gravity. So Jupiter is having. So when Jupiter is going to activate Punarvasu for 10 months, Punarvasu, the naam ही है पुनर्वसु, दोबारा, renew again, go back. Punarvasu is about one more thing, safety and security. Punarvasu means go somewhere and come back there, I mean, safely and securely coming back from your destination. The destination can be anything. So, see how Modi ji said that no, I don't feel like going over there. So, whenever he will not feel comfortable anywhere, it's for everyone. Safety and security for country, safety and security for yourself and everywhere. And how Lakshman ji actually put Lakshman Rekha. If Sita ji would not cross it, the entire thing would not happen. So, it's all about safety and security also. So, right now, our defense sector, security sector, all these things, that is going to do very well. And I will say people that if you don't have much of money, you think that you are going to lose job or you have already lost job or something, then you keep on putting a little bit of money in gold and silver. Gold is going to go up. No one can stop gold. By 2027, gold will be perhaps here, and I don't know, because gold will be up all the
You
time.
are
So by
really right.
2027, yeah, so if you buy gold today, and gold is getting a bit of lower right now, a little bit of correction it is giving actually, and gold perhaps end of November or December it will give a little bit more correction. So it gives, it doesn't give, doesn't matter, because by 2027 it will be on such a level. It doesn't matter in which prices you are getting. So right now gold is in 6 digit. Gold is not going to come back in 5 digit ever. So please grab gold, whatever the amount you can have. It doesn't matter which one. So I said gold and silver, that's a safe bet anytime, especially gold for long time, that is 2027. And silver can be next year, silver will also go up.
So people do save and invest, because even I have whatever is happening in the globe is going to affect everybody on the economic front. That is a given. And while I have no expertise in telling you what to invest in, nor do I want to, but be very careful is my sense from all that I'm hearing and what Sharmistha ji is saying, that do save, do invest, because economy is going to go through a bit of a up down phase right now. Thank you, Sharmishta ji, for your time, for covering what India is going to do over the next few years, as well as what people should do for themselves, which is extremely important. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you. Namaste.